Instagram just rolled out a brand new update, which actually on the surface looks pretty small. However, when it comes to how you grow a profile, how you monetize your audience, is actually going to be pretty massive. And it looks as if Instagram could become much more like the parent company of Facebook, where posts have got a huge range in engagement, with viral content going even more viral and subpar content getting even less, if not like no reach, even with a large following, similar to what you might see on TikTok. But only time will tell. On top of this, there's also some more ways that you can monetize your Instagram, which have just been released, so I'll talk about that in this Instagram update style video. Before we do get into the video, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I post 2 videos every single week giving you tips on social media marketing, Instagram growth, and online business. So if you want to see those, make sure you subscribe. It really does help out. And you're not going to want to miss this awesome content. Oh, and also a lot of people have been commenting saying they've had a big drop in engagement over the past 2 weeks. I'm also going to address that at the end of this video. First things first, last week I noticed that posts from the Explore page started showing up in my newsfeed. It seems that once you've viewed all of the posts from people that you follow, they are then taken out of the feed and go to like some weird feed on Instagram, and then your feed turns into essentially the Explore page, which for me means my feed is practically just explore / viral content, as I only really follow like 150 or so people on my personal account, many of which are friends that just don't post on Instagram. And even the like YouTuber Instagrammers that I do follow, which are mostly also friends, they're still only posting collectively 10 or 15 times a day, which means if I check Instagram 10 or 15 times a day, at any one time there's likely only one new post up, and then it's straight into suggested posts from accounts that I don't follow, which as a consumer of content, I personally don't like. If I wanted to see this viral content, I would go and browse the Explore page. I go to my feed to see what my friends are up to, or the like 1 or 2 celebrities that I follow. I don't really want to see random people on my home feed. However, because I don't like this new feed, it's probably going to lead to me spending less time scrolling on Instagram, which is not really a bad thing. It means I'll probably spend more time working, and that's going to increase my productivity, which, yeah, I can't really complain about. However, as someone who is a creator of content, I have an account at Millionaire Dream, and I've got my at IG with Josh account. This really excites me. It gives you a lot more potential to go viral on Instagram, reach new people, and grow your following even faster. But at the same time, it does mean that likely the amount of reach you'll get from home is going to decrease, purely because people don't always like the photo the first time they see it. I know I definitely don't. Sometimes I'll scroll through home a few times a day and I'll see the same post 3 times, and maybe it's not until the 3rd time that I actually like it. So the engagement you'll be getting from home will likely go down. However, as mentioned, you've got much more chance of reaching new people because your content will be showing up in the feed of people who do not even follow you, which means like non-viral, kind of boring-ish content will probably get less reach, because non-engaging sort of content that doesn't get a huge amount of engagement usually only gets reach in the feed because it doesn't get pushed on hashtags or explore or this sort of stuff there, because it's not super engaging or eye-catching or whatever. So it means if you're posting that, your chances are going to get a lot less reach. However, if you have a really great viral piece of content, whether it be a great video of you telling a good joke, or whether it be a motivational video, or whatever it might be, or a great image that you've put together, a nice quote, a nice photo of you at the beach, whatever it is, if it's a really eye-catching piece of content that has the chance to go viral, you're probably going to get more reach on it than in the past. So I'm not really too sure what to think of this, whether I love it or think it's going to be a bad idea. I guess only time will tell. Leave your comments down below. What do you think of this update? And let me know both as a consumer of content and as a producer of content, because as a consumer of content, I don't really like having explore posts in my feed, because as a consumer of content, I don't really like having suggested posts in my feed. However, as a producer of content, I see this as a great opportunity to reach new people. Okay, next up, this is about a month old, but I've actually only just noticed it personally because I think it only just recently got rolled out in New Zealand, and I haven't done an update video in the last month, so I figured I'd talk about it anyway. If you haven't seen it, Instagram Shopping is now fully rolled out, and so is Facebook Pay. This gives you a brand new way to shop on Instagram, as well as a way to find new products through the Explore feed, which seems pretty cool. It seems like Instagram are using their algorithms and data that they've been collecting on its users to find content that they're going to like, and they've now using that to show people products that they may well like as well, which I guess is good, but also could lead to people spending more money, which is obviously good for Instagram, but you probably shouldn't be spending all your money on Instagram. For example, if I jump into my Instagram account here, go to the Explore feed, there's a bunch of mostly football stuff. That's mostly what I see on my personal account. And if I scroll across to shop, as you can see, they already know that I support Barcelona. They're showing me a Barcelona kit. They're showing me football boots. They're showing me footballs, a whole heap of more football boots and kits, training gear, all of that. So they've used the data that they've worked out to find what content I enjoy, and they've now applied that to show me products that they think I will enjoy. They even managed to get the right football team, even though I don't follow Barcelona or any of those players, which I guess is good, but kind of scary. This is great for brands, especially those of you that have a good following on Instagram, whether you're like targeting an international market and you've got hundreds of thousands, if not millions of followers, but also for smaller brands that might have like 1,000 followers, but they're all in a small local town. You're probably going to get a good bit of traction from this potentially. Some new people aware of your products that might not have even known about your brand, which I think is pretty cool, especially with Facebook Pay allowing you to pay within the app with ease. Taking a quick look at the Instagram blog, they said businesses can be featured on Instagram Shop by consistently tagging products in their content and creating collections of products in their shop on Instagram. So if you're a business wanting some extra sales, this is probably worth a shot. Play the algorithm. I'm not sure quite exactly how everything's going to work with Facebook Pay. They haven't really released any details in the blog post. I'm sure there is potentially some details out there, but I'm not really too sure how that will all work, what countries will have access to it, whether they'll be charging a fee, or probably the more likely question of how much will the fee be that they charge, because I can't imagine them doing it all out of the kindness of their own hearts. Okay, and lastly, as promised at the start of the video, I wanted to quickly touch on the engagement drop. This isn't an update, but more a side effect of two massive recent updates, both of Instagram Reels and the new feed structure. Lots and lots of people have been in my Instagram DMs and in my comment sections telling me that over the past sort of week to 10 days, they've seen a big drop in engagement, especially from home feed. Sadly, this is simply just a consequence of these two updates that I just mentioned. Having Instagram Reels and having suggested posts in the feed is simply going to lead to more posts getting pushed out of the feed, which means you're going to be getting less reach from the home feed. Especially for those of you that aren't providing something super valuable to your audience. So for example, maybe like a lifestyle blogger that hasn't really built a strong connection with their audience, and they kind of just follow and like a few posts here and there, or they're just known for having a pretty face or some rock hard abs or an amazing body. Those probably style of influencers that aren't really building a connection with their audience are probably going to get hit really hard by this, as often that content doesn't really appeal to a large range of people, especially those real micro influencers. A great way to combat this is to focus on making content that can be enjoyed by someone who is interested in your niche but has no idea who you are. So everyone likes comedy, and there's going to be subsections of what type of comedy someone likes. If you can make content that is going to make a lot of people in that niche laugh, chances are you're going to do fine with this, because your posts will become those suggested posts that are getting pushed and that are reaching huge amounts of people, way more than those that just follow you, and help you rapidly build an audience, whilst other people's content is getting pushed out of feeds. And that's something that I always stand by. You should always focus on creating content that even someone who doesn't follow you but is interested in your niche enjoys. So for me personally, on Instagram, I'm posting on my IG with Josh account a bunch of Instagram tips. So I want to make sure that my content is really engaging, even for someone who doesn't know who I am, who doesn't follow me on YouTube, and so forth. Because it's pretty easy for me to post a video on that account that let's say you watch all of my YouTube videos, you probably really enjoy my way of teaching something, I would assume, if you're watching my videos. And so chances are you're going to sit through a minute-long video of me on Instagram. even if it's kind of boring. But if I focus on creating something that even someone who has no idea who I am is going to enjoy, that there will help get my content pushed to more people, because it'll get a really high retention rate and Instagram will push that to heaps more people and grow my audience. So that's it for today's video. Facebook Pay, Explore, shopping, feeds, whatever you want to call it, suggested posts in the feed, and the engagement drop. If you want to see more videos like this, just make sure you smash the like button and let me know in the comments if you did enjoy it, because if you guys enjoy these update style videos where I go over some new features and changes to the platform, I can bang out new ones, say every single month or every single second month depending on what's happening. So yeah, if you want to see more of that, just let me know in the comments. Aside from that, subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you want to get my $9 Instagram course, which will run you through more specifics of building and monetizing your audience on Instagram, you can grab that below. And aside from that, see you later. See you in the next video.